We'll give folks a few more minutes to sign on and then we'll get going.
There we go.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Oh, there I am. I think you can hear me now, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good.
Oh, and there's Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Jacqueline.
How are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you, thank you. We're just waiting for a few more folks and then we'll get things started.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. Gray, if you see any more people show up, would you mind letting them in?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. All right. Well, thank you all for coming and taking time out of your evening to come to our town hall meeting tonight. We'll just go ahead and jump right into it. We're doing Regions 1 and Region 4. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and get started onto it. So, yeah. All right. Here's our agenda for the evening.
Our slide didn't switch, Jacqueline.
Oh,
So if you switch it, yeah, on the big screen.
thank you, Gray.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
All right, agenda. Okay, and moving on, we'll get started with directions or introduction. Sorry, I think. There we go. Here we go. Thank you for your patience. All right. So we're just gonna go ahead and start off. I will kick us off. Just gonna go around, say your name, the program that you were working for or representing tonight, and where you're from, and what would you all what would you do if you had an absolute free hour of nothing to do? I'm Jacqueline. I'm with Raise. I live here in Miles City, and oh my gosh, for a whole hour, I don't know. Probably yes. Sit. I would read. I would read whatever book I'm currently reading. And Gray.
Awesome. Thanks, Jacqueline. I'm Gray Birchie. I'm the Shared Services Coordinator for Raise. I live in Missoula, but of course, we're a statewide organization. And with 1 hour of free time, I would take a nap. I, before this, took a 10-minute power nap and it felt amazing. And if that had been an hour, I don't know what would have happened. It would have been great. So, do you want me to pass it, Jacqueline, or are you going to keep passing it around?
Yeah, you can go ahead and pass it.
Okay, awesome. Laura, you want to go next for us?
Okay. My name is Laura Granberg. I'm one of the subs for Raise Montana. If I had an hour, I would probably take a bath with some wine and just relax. Take a breath. You want me to pass it? Or you guys want to do it?
Shh. Oh, yeah, we can go. Lynn, why don't you go ahead and go?
I'm Lynn. I'm a substitute. I live in Belgrade. And if I had an hour, I would read my book.
Mark.
Yeah. My name is Mark Drew. I'm a substitute for Raise Montana. I'm from Kalispell. And if I had an hour to just play with, I would probably garden or ride my bike.
Hi, Bridget. We're going around doing introductions. If you want to take yourself off mute and um, give us his name, your name, the program that you're representing tonight, and what town you're from, and what would you do with a hour of free time?
My name is Bridget Hansard, and I am from the Montessori Children's House in Bozeman, Montana. And what would I do with an hour of absolute free time? I think I haven't had that for a while. I would have to think. Probably take a nice walk. Yes.
Victor, do you want to go next? Okay, we'll go to Nana.
If folks aren't able to come off mute, I saw Victor earlier said hi in the chat. So we'd love if you're not able to put it in the chat.
And Michelle, am I saying that right?
Yes, it's Michelle.
Michelle, okay. Michelle, you want to do, go ahead.
I just dialed in. So did I miss something? Was there something I was supposed to?
Oh, no, sorry. We're just doing introductions. Yep, we're just doing your name, your program, the town you're from, and what you would do with an with an hour of absolute free time.
Ooh. Huh. So I'm Michelle Jelly. I own Flathead Childcare. Let me see, I can put myself on video here. Here we go. I'm in Kalispell. And let's see, what would I do with an hour of free time? I have no idea. I have a lot of hobbies that I like doing. I like crafting. Painting has been a big one lately. So probably that.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Michelle. Sarah, go ahead. Sarah, did you want to do an introduction?
I'm here. I'm on a Zoom call.
All right, and then we have Blessing Marvels joining us.
Their audio is, oh, it works. Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
I think it's your own voice echoing back.
is that what's happening? This is so-
Blessings, if you're able to come off mute and introduce yourself. Otherwise, feel free to put it in chat. Name, program, town, and what you would do for an hour. While you're doing that, I'm going to lift up a couple from the chat. Nana said their name is Nana. They're a substitute. If I'm given 1 hour of free time, I will take a nap and relax. Yes, I hear ya. And Victor is also a substitute, and with an hour, they would like to go out with family.
Awesome. All right. Well, is that everybody? Did we get everybody introduced that's in our chat room tonight? Oh, we have Jezreel Phillip joining us.
So one more from chat. Max. Oh, you guys are coming in hot. Love it. So Max is also a substitute, and with an hour of free time, they would go out with a partner. And then Blessing Marvelous is also a substitute, and they would read my books based on my mood at that moment. Ooh, I love that. It's like a mood ring of books, though. So many options.
All right. Thank you guys for sharing. All right. We'll go ahead and keep going with our next slide. Okay. This is our Montana Shared Services. Gray, do you want to talk a little bit about shared services?
Yeah, of course. So if you're not familiar, the substitute service, we're having a thunderstorm here in Missoula. So if you hear loud noises, that's what it is. The substitute service is one of our shared services. All of them are created to support childcare providers in saving time and money, increase their job satisfaction, and nurture their community support. So we have a whole bunch of free services, again, aimed at making folks have that hour of free time or a couple extra bucks in their pocket. And then we do have some services with fees, like telehealth, right? It's a great benefit. We know it's often hard for folks to offer benefits to their employees, be it health or retirement, what have you. So that's one way folks can do that. The substitute service, which you guys will learn all about. And our brand new one is a book subscription service. So if you are a book nerd like me and you don't have time to maybe find books or books are expensive, right? We have a service that delivers very cheap quality, awesome books right to your door. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. And I'll be here the whole time if you guys have other questions, but I'll give it back to Jacqueline so we can dive into the good stuff with the subservice.
Thank you, Gray. All right, we're going to watch a quick video on Raise Montana's substitute services and how it can help benefit your program.
As a child care program, do you know how important quality early care and education are for Montana's children?
Wait, mine's in Spanish. How did I get it to English?
Substitute staff often feels
I'm sorry, what's that?
Mine is in Spanish.
The subtitles are in Spanish, but the words are in English.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to increase your volume a little bit, you should be able to hear it. But Lynn, if you're not a Spanish speaker, listen and you'll get all of it.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
possible.
Yep.
Times have changed, and finding quality staff members can be a challenge. You spend time and hard-earned money on recruitment, only to either not have reliable staff or get left in a bind when you are short-staffed at 5:30 a.m. Other businesses use temp agencies to fill vacancies. Why can't you? Childcare Connect Montana is a substitute staffing service organized by Raise Montana. We connect fully trained and qualified substitute staff with childcare programs. We want to provide you with easy access to the substitute staff that you need. Take comfort in knowing you will have the support of a substitute coordinator who is always available and ready to guide you in assessing the qualified substitute staff you require. Visit raisemt.org to contact the substitute coordinator today and learn more.
Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry.
As a child
Nope.
care program, do you know how important
It loves to do that. If you click the button twice, the next slide button, it should go.
Oh,
Yeah,
went the wrong way. Okay.
got this. Technology is
Oh my gosh, it's just going. There we go. Here we are. All right. Thank you for sticking with me here. All right. So yes, the overview of that video is Raise Montana connects qualified substitutes with licensed child care programs in the state of Montana. So, programs don't have to work out of ratio or have to close down because they do not have enough staff. Posting jobs on Childcare Matters is, fairly painless, and it allows you to get your shifts out there so subs can see it and pick up the shifts. All the subs that do apply are fully trained, and in their subs in their bios, they also can, put in their specialties, or like if they've worked as a lead teacher before, or if they, have been aides or have other specialties with when it comes to working with children. And yeah, so programs can stay fully staffed and stay open. So what programs are eligible? Programs that are state licensed, tribal licensed, Head Starts, and programs that have payroll for their employees. If your family Raise does work with you on your payroll services, so to be able to pay the subs that are on that, so you can pay the subs that come into your program if that's the only employee that you have to pay. Yes, all of our substitutes are let me start over. Are these substitutes approved by licensing? Yes, all of the substitutes are on the ECP registry and attached to Raise Montana's PV number, and Raise Montana has gone through all the necessary paperwork for the subs to be licensed and approved through the state. Okay, so what is the cost for substitute services? Recently, we've changed the way that we are having programs access subs. Instead of buying placements, you purchase a subscription to substitute services, and you can purchase monthly or yearly, however your program however you need to fit your program's needs. And it's unlimited posting. So if you need to just post for a month and you need to post, 30 shifts for that month, you can do that. It doesn't cost you by placement anymore. It's just, like I said, per subscription. We do have we are offering bundles with our other shared services that we have, like telehealth, book subscription, and Raise and the substitute services. If you are curious about pricing or how bundles work, you can always reach out to Gray, and they are really great about helping you find your best deal. And then, yes, we still offer sliding fee scales for programs as well. Substitutes are paid by the programs, and they're paid on an hourly wage, and the program determines how much the subs' wages are. Some statewide stats that I just pulled off of Child Care Matters this week. We have 16 towns that have subs in them. We have 23 active subs, 19 onboarding. We have 139 shifts filled as of yesterday, and 92 childcare businesses on substitute services. So I think since April, we have been averaging about 30% of shifts being filled a month. So we're getting there on our numbers. Okay, now we're going to introduce some of our subs that we have on substitute services. First up is Mark Drew. Mark, would you mind sharing your experience with Raise Montana and working for a sub in different programs?
Yes, I'd be happy to. My name is Mark Drew. I just retired last spring after 34 years of teaching high school mathematics. When I got my degree in math, I wanted to teach elementary, but I would have to go back to school to get my BA and then a credential. So I wanted to teach elementary school. So when I retired last year, I started looking and ran into Raise Montana, and that it was a good find for me because they got me kind of organized in the beginning. They made the training really easy to do and what I needed to do next to get my paperwork to get licensed. And then I really like about the job the flexibility of it. You know, you can, if you don't want to work, you don't need to work. If you want to work, you can work. As far as the future goes, I like the idea of Raise Montana because as a sub, if I want to continue to work in the daycare industry, as a sub, I go and I see a lot of the different daycares in town or in the valley. And I can see, oh, I might want to work there, or that would be a good one to work for. I really like their philosophy and the way they do things. So it gives you kind of an oversight of what's happening in preschool and daycare in the valley. The only thing I would change is I notice at least in our region, not all of the what would you call it? The clients are posting what they will pay. So you have to take the job knowing you'll probably get $15 an hour, but you really don't, you don't know. And that's the only thing I would change.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Can everybody hear Mark okay? Is it just my speaker that's having troubles?
Oh,
I had to turn it up a little bit, but I heard Mark fine after that. So
Okay.
other
Okay.
folks?
Yeah, me too.
did you want me to do it again?
No, you're fine. I just wasn't sure. No, you're good, Mark. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. And our next one is Lynn. Oh, Lynn, you're on mute.
Okay,
Okay.
better.
Yes.
I'm Lynn Balkenbush. I live in Belgrade and I'm a substitute and for the Montessori schools, and I love it. It's the best thing I've ever done. I'm a retired teacher, so I love the kids. I love meeting the new kids. It's just like so inspiring to do this job. So thank you very much.
Thank
It's
you.
the best thing ever.
Well, thanks. Thanks, Lynn. All right. And Laura.
Oh yes, I'm a substitute from Helena. I am a nanny on all my other days, and whenever that family doesn't need me at the moment, then I fill it with substitute opportunities. So it kind of gives me a different background of different methods and such from my area, and connect with the different kids and just kind of see how other teachers are doing it to just kind of stay fresh on my own. At the same time, I'm actually pursuing my bachelor's in early childhood education. So the double flexibility of being a nanny and then doing the sub is actually quite beneficial for me. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what all I'm gonna do with it when I'm done, but I feel like I'm using it every day, being a nanny. And I think I might continue to do the substitute and nanny route for now, anyways.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing, Laura. All right. All right, and we have a couple of programs that are already on Raise Montana Substitute Services, and I'm gonna ask them to talk. Bridget.
Hi, everyone. So, well, our experience with Raise Montana is we are a Montessori school in Bozeman, and we have a lot of substitute need because we have about 24 teachers. Many of them are students, and they are suddenly having something to do for school, or they are suddenly going out of town and so forth. So we have a lot of need. And we had Lynn come to our school, and we were very excited about her. And we would like to see her more often, I have to say.
You will.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Bridget. Is there anything with the Raise Montana program that you would like to see, like that you have ideas like how we can improve it or anything like that?
Yeah, have so that we would have more substitute
More substitutes.
service coming. We would always like to have Lynn, but if there is somebody else that will be well trained, we would also be grateful for that. So yeah, we have more need than that what we receive. That's probably something that we would like to improve. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you
Okay,
for,
can I throw this out there?
yes.
I would contact the BWAGS, BWAGS. It's a hiking group. It's Bozeman Women Action Group. They're always looking for things to volunteer for. And I think a lot of them might, I don't know. I mean, it's just another organization.
Okay.
Well, the problem with us is we do have to have only fully approved teachers. We
Right.
could not have anybody else come in that hasn't gone through all the classes and so forth.
Right. And
Uh,
would
Would they?
Okay, that doesn't work then. Never
Yeah.
mind.
would
Yes.
would they be open to becoming? Do you think they would be open to
You
becoming
know, I would
substitutes?
send it out there
Okay.
because some of them are
Yeah.
just retired and looking for stuff to do. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll definitely put them on our contact list. So, all right. Thank you.
Can I add one thing, Jacqueline?
Yes, please do.
Also, everyone in here who's a substitute or a childcare provider, whether you're part of the sub program or not, if you refer a sub and they complete orientation, you get $25. So yes, tell us, but we will make sure that Lynn, if anyone becomes sub, you will get that credit. But if you know of someone, right, who's working part-time or retired, what have you, you guys are our best way often to find new subs. So.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Gray. Yes, the referrals are huge and we definitely appreciate them. So, all right. I do know that one reason that we did decide to, oh, sorry, there we go. Also, sorry, Lisa Perrin from Lakeside, Montana, couldn't be here with us tonight, but she wanted to share her thoughts on substitute services. She says, the subservice has given me a peace of mind as a group home with one employee currently. It can be stressful if one of us is sick or need time off for any other reason. I know families in my program have appreciated it as well. In the past, I've had to close for a day or early to stay in compliance with the state, which is an inconvenience to them. The subservice has changed all that. So thank you, Lisa, for sharing. But yeah, one reason that we decided to do Region 1 and Region 4 together in a town hall is because they are some of the hot spots in Montana as far as population growing. And we know that, with the growth of populations, that's families and childcare is needed and what have you. But they are also some of the smaller areas where we have for subs and just, what do you think that we can do as Raise to help recruit more subs for that area, for these areas?
have you gone through MSU and the teaching program?
Okay, it's like okay. We did have a contact, right, Gray, at MSU with did Angie say we had a contact there?
Yeah, so we've tried with the universities through Handshake, and MSU, yeah, we have someone, but it hasn't gone anywhere. So if you do know someone or have a connection, that can
Okay.
often help because, yeah,
Yes.
Michelle, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go, Gray.
Michelle in the chat said Indeed. And yes, Michelle, nice to see you. Indeed is our #1. We found, especially in Kalispell, Flathead area and Bozeman, unfortunately, that wages aren't high enough to capture folks. And so that's been a big thing. But yes, Indeed is a great one.
So what about newcomers? People that move here that are older like me and want something to do.
Yes, if you know them, send them our way, or if
I
you know
will. I
where,
don't know them yet. I haven't joined it, but I was
right?
like, someone told me I should join it.
But I mean, like, if you know of like where they, congregate at, let us know, and we can, put up flyers, or have, or word of mouth too, and if for every referral that onboards, that's $25 and as a thank you. So, yeah.
One thing that I thought would be something that would be worth continuing to grow a seed that we plant as Raise Montana. I think that something with the high schools, I know they're not as trained in all of that, but some of those kids are actually working in childcares right now. They just can't be left alone, and the background checks and all that. And I understand the whole thought process on why they're not allowed. But what if we plant the seeds for those kids and then continue to groom them, and then they continue to show that they want to be maybe a part of Raise Montana and continue that route with maybe like an incentive to something with, like, if we're gonna come at the younger age group, like something about like, we'll help you with CDA or something like that, to see if there's a way to work that through.
Grade, do you want?
Yeah, Laura, that's a fantastic idea. There has been some work in actually the Kalispell area around that, and there's been, right, some barriers and some successes. So I think that's great. And especially in Helena, if you know any students, as you said, right, 16 until they turn 18, they can't be alone at a family. They can only, right, work at a group or at a center. So there's some of that, but we're always willing to work with folks. And the apprenticeship program is kind of being redone. So we've talked about going with them as well. So yeah, I think that's fantastic. And that CDA, that's a one that we hadn't thought about, but that's such a great credential that if we can support subs in getting that, and then maybe, right, opening their own program or becoming a lead teacher somewhere, that's great. So
Or
appreciate
even the Montessori, like Bridget was mentioning, maybe some of them would rather go that route because that's a whole different CDA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't, because we are a licensed facility. We have to go with the laws. We can't hire anyone who doesn't have a high school diploma, who is under 18, and who hasn't been fully approved with fingerprints and background checks and is taking all the training. Yes. So for smaller centers, I think that works for those who are not licensed childcare programs. And that might be interesting also to maybe split up into those different possibilities on Raise Montana. Maybe for some groups, it works to have a student who is still in school and is under 18 and is not fully trained in everything yet. And then there would be a corner for those who are in our situation, who have to go through the whole background check and everything before we can have any substitute.
Okay, yeah. All right, awesome. Well, thank you guys for sharing your thoughts and ideas. Appreciate it. All right, on to the next slide. How to sign up. All right, so for programs out there that are not signed up on Raise Montana, for Raise Montana Substitute Services, this is our contact information, although where it says Melissa Miller, just put Jacqueline Lyles. Also, you can send this, if you know anybody who is interested in being a substitute for Raise Montana, you can use this information to send them to us, and we will get them on the right track to get them applied and start on their interviewing process and all that stuff. So all that good stuff.
There's a comment in the chat before we go to the raffle. Jezreel wanted to speak a little bit about foster care services with substitutes, I'm assuming. If you're able to come off mute, feel free, or if you put something in the chat, I can lift it up for you. Okay. Feel free to, oh, there you came. You came off mute. Go ahead.
Okay, I was kind of like can I kind of create an awareness in my community about the substitute child care services in order to get people to come on board?
Mm-hmm. And are you looking for ideas, or did you have an idea of how to spread it in your community? We're always looking for ideas, so feel free to contact Jacqueline at any time. And right, we are happy to send you flyers. We will print them. We will not make you guys print them. Happy to send things on social media. Happy to, right, give Jacqueline's contact information out if you know someone who's interested. But we really do rely on folks' ideas. We try many things, and if that doesn't work, we keep trying, and always appreciate that feedback. So thanks so much.
Okay, now it's raffle time.
Yeah. And before we do that, really quick, one other thing, questions that have come up about the service or anything. Or are we doing that on the next slide?
Sorry, I think these slides got mixed around because questions
okay.
is next. Sorry.
Okay.
So we can switch that. We'll go to questions and then come back to raffle.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a question. How do I get paid? Because I have not been paid for all my subbing.
Okay. So definitely shoot me an email about that tomorrow, please, Lynn, or even
Okay.
right after this, and I will look into that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
May I say something to this? Lynn, have you not been paid from the Montessori Children's House? Because we sent payment out to your bank account. Remember, you filled out the Intuit for us? You
I
haven't
will
received
double
it?
check that and then I will let you know.
Yeah, on our side, it looks like you are fully paid for it.
Okay, perfect. I will look into that more.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, please look into it and somehow contact us and let us know.
I will.
We
Thank you.
don't have a contact information from you, so we wouldn't be able to contact you.
No, I can do that. Thank you, Bridget.
And just to clarify for everyone, the first time a sub works at a program, they do an hour-long orientation, and like Bridget said, they fill out payroll information. So folks are directly paid by the program via payroll. You're never paid by Raise.
Okay,
Yes,
so
and
what,
Lynn, you
what-
are in our payroll. You'll be
so
in our
what is the name of the payroll? I guess is what I need. What would it look like?
I think it would say Montessori Children's House, or it would say from Intuit.
Okay, I can look. That's perfect. That's what I needed. Thank
Yes.
you.
And
Thank
any issues like that, yeah, subs, programs, always feel free to talk to Jacqueline. So
Yes, please reach
other
out.
questions about the substitute service in general? Hey, let's
All right.
get to the fun stuff.
Raffle time.
So as you all came in, you were assigned a secret number. There are 13 of you in this room. And so as a thank you for spending your evening with us, we know you all have lives and are busy. We want to do a $25 gift card raffle. And so I have the numbers, Jacqueline doesn't. Jacqueline, can you pick a number from 1 to 13?
Let's go with the number 9.
Number 9 is Blessing. So congratulations, Blessing. If you can send us an email at subs@mtchildcare.org, we will get you your gift card. And so tell folks about these town halls that just by showing up, you might get money. So appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, unless anybody else has any questions or comments, ideas, what have you, that's all we have for tonight. And thank you for spending your evening with us, and we appreciate it. And yeah, it was great talking to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Bridget.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Nana,
you, Mark.
Blessing. Oh, sorry. Nana asked who won the raffle. It was Blessing.
Have a good night.
Thank you, you too, Bridget.
So folks are free to go. We'll stick around if anyone has questions, but go take the rest of your night. Sarah, or Sharon or Blessing, do you all have a question?